Hey there, it's Letitia Cotto, the founder of Career Fundamentals Academy, and every Tuesday I am answering real life questions from college students across the United States of America. If you have a question about your career development journey, please feel free to DM us or hit us up at hi@careerfundamentals.com. All right, let's get into it. I received an email from a student who's interested in applying for a prestigious mentorship. Now, the thing about this mentorship is that it is a semester-long commitment. It would start in the fall, and it is a significant time commitment. And so the student was very hesitant on whether or not they should apply. So what I suggested to them is to peel back the layers and to really get clear on what it is about this program that is making them hesitate. And when I did that, I got an interesting response. So it turns out that there were two factors affecting her decision to apply to this mentorship. The first was imposter syndrome. Imposter syndrome is this feeling of not being enough, of worrying that you're not going to be able to hang, or that you're not smart enough, or that the people around you will figure out that you're a fraud and get rid of you. Now, here's the real deal on imposter syndrome. People all throughout their career are going to feel some imposter syndrome in some way, shape, or form. To me, that's a good sign. Number one, it means that you're growing. Number two, it means that you care. Because the truth is, if you weren't growing or you didn't care, you would not be putting yourself in a position to where you are expanding and taking your career to the next level. So I see it as a good sign. Now, the truth of the matter is you're in college, and when you apply for something, people know what's up. So if there's an opportunity, I want you to read over the qualifications and make sure that you are truly qualified. If it says that this internship or this mentorship is for first years, sophomores, juniors, seniors, all levels, then feel free to apply. They know that you're just starting out in your career development journey, and part of the reason why that programming exists in the first place is to help you get ahead as you continue to move forward on your path. Now, here's the deal. If you are a first year or a sophomore, and let's say that upon reading the qualifications, it turns out that the programming is specifically for juniors and seniors, then I would give pause because you're not technically qualified. Now, what I would do in that situation is I would reach out to the contact to confirm and to ask for their advice. Should you wait for a year to apply, or should you go ahead? You never know what they're going to say. So once you've read through the qualifications and it turns out that you are the current level that they're looking for, you have the GPA, if there's any major specifications, like if you're checking off all of the boxes, go for it. Don't worry about the idea of not being enough, because you simply existing makes you enough. Your worth and your value as a human being is never on the negotiating table. And even if you get around people that you feel like they smarter than you, or they know more, they have more experience, don't ever knock the value that you bring. There's nobody like you in the universe. Nobody sees the world the way that you do. And that in and of itself is valuable. Now, what I will tell you is competence creates confidence, meaning that the more you've studied something, the more you've practiced something, the more confident you're going to feel in your ability. So how can you set yourself up for success? Now, the second issue affecting the student was that of time commitment. You see, they're going to have a pretty rigorous sophomore fall semester. They're going to have some student org commitments. And, you want to have a social life. And so they were just basically like, I don't know if I can truly commit to this in the way that they want. Now, here's the deal. There's only 24 hours in a day. And as you get into college, one of the things that you are learning to do at a higher level is figure out what is worth your time and what you are prioritizing. One of the ways that I like to think of it is, where do I want to go? And what actions, what organizations, what commitments, what classes are going to help me get there. So beginning with the end in mind. So this student is interested in the entertainment industry, and this is an entertainment mentorship. So it may merit And so as you're moving through college, yes, you do have short-term obligations. You do want to keep your GPA up. You do want to knock it out of the park with your student org work, with your classes. You do want to finish out the semester strong. And what are you going to commit to this semester that is investing in the future version of yourself? And a great thing about mentorships is that it gives you access to relationship building opportunities, especially if you're interested in an industry or a company that may or may not actually go to your school and recruit exclusively from your school. So you have to take all of these factors into consideration. Now, I didn't give the student the answer. I didn't say, yes, you should apply. I'm never going to do that. I trust their gut. I trust your gut. And I just want to give you things to think about as you are making these decisions. What actions are going to move you forward? So now I want to hear from you. Drop a comment and let me know your thoughts. Do you think that based on the two factors that were weighing heavily on this student's decision to apply for the mentorship, imposter syndrome and time commitment, should they apply for the mentorship? What would you be looking for and what would you need in order to apply? I can't wait to hear from you. And again, if you have a question, hi@careerfundamentals.com or DM us. We would love to give you our perspective. And remember, at the end of the day, we trust you. We believe that you've been given this life and this career because you are capable of navigating everything that comes your way. We just want to give you stuff to think about. Share this with a friend. Follow if you're not. And don't forget to download your free 4-year college career development roadmap over at careerfundamentals.com. I'll see you next week. We're going to be talking about how to deal with the crappy internship.